Today's story is about the time Teddy Roosevelt got shot. Now we're going to go to October 1912. Teddy Roosevelt has decided he wants to run for a third term as president. Now he'd already served from 1901 to 1909. He'd served 2 terms, now he wants a third term. So 4 years later he's running again, and he's lagging as far as the polls go. President Taft is in office, he's the incumbent, but he's looking pretty weak himself as far as the poll numbers go as a president. And then also you have Woodrow Wilson, who's running on the Democratic campaign. So you had 3 men that ended up holding office as president. During this particular time though, Taft is in trouble, but he is still the incumbent. And Roosevelt realizes, like, if he wants to become president again, he's gonna have to really, really work hard at it. They said he was giving up to 15 to 20 speeches a day. Some of these speeches went as long as an hour, but they said he worked tirelessly and he wanted that office and he was willing to work to get it. Now, we had a man named John Schrank who decided he wanted to kill the president, the former president. And he had dreamed that William McKinley, who had been assassinated, had sat up in a coffin and asked him to avenge his death. So he was on a mission. He was not out to impress Jodie Foster. He wanted to be able to avenge this president because William McKinley told him that this would be a danger to democracy to have a third-term president. So he started tracking Teddy Roosevelt as far back as a little bit before, weeks before, in New Orleans. He had literally tracked him from New Orleans all the way up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, what happened was Roosevelt was sitting in a car and he was about to address a crowd of people. Now, John Schrank, he's a saloonkeeper from New York, and he has a .38 caliber gun on him. He is right in front, and he pulls out this gun to take a shot at Roosevelt. Now, he pulls this gun out, and what happens is more than one thing happened all simultaneously that prevented him from being able to kill him, because what happened was he had aimed his gun, he was going to go for Roosevelt's head. However, when he pulled the gun, there was a bystander who accidentally knocked his arm, and at the same time, one of Roosevelt's bodyguards spotted what was happening, and he jumped to get involved, and he tackled him, put him in a headlock. And so what happened was that the gun did go off. However, instead of hitting him in the head, it went into his chest. Roosevelt tells the quiet, "Please be quiet." He tells the crowd, "Please be quiet." And he then addresses them and says, "I've just been shot." And he reaches into his vest and he pulls out this manuscript. He's got blood on his fingers. The bullet had lodged in him. It did hit its mark. However, it also went into his chest and it hit bone. So what happened was that because of it hitting bone, it kept it from going into his lung or some other area which could have killed him, like his heart. So now his staff members are telling him, "We need to get you to a hospital." And he just absolutely refuses. He's like, "No, I have to give this speech." So he proceeds to give a speech. It was said that this speech went up to 90 minutes long. Now, Roosevelt had a photographic memory. So this 50-page manuscript, which he had pulled out to the crowd and had a bullet hole in it, he proceeds to recite this speech and give the speech over an hour to an hour and a half long with a bullet hole in it. On top of that, he had a steel eyeglass case, which he had also kept in the same pocket of that vest, which also had the bullet hole in it. And he gives this speech and he just goes on till it's over, and then he lets him take him to the hospital. He ended up getting hospitalized for 8 days afterward. The doctors were not able to remove the bullet because of its location. However, he lived out the rest of his life just fine, even though there was still a bullet lodged in his chest. However, because of that metal case and that manuscript, and even just the little things like his arm getting deflected accidentally by a bystander, Roosevelt survived and lived out the rest of his days. He did not get elected president. Taft, incidentally, ended up being the first presidential incumbent to ever finish third in an election, because Wilson won, but Roosevelt got number 2 as far as the votes go. But because of Wilson's victory, Roosevelt just gave up as far as trying to pursue president ever again. So As far as John Schrank, he ended up going to an insane asylum and spending the rest of his life after that. He died in 1943. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and share the video. Give us a big thumbs up if you can. Subscribe to the channel. Also, ring the bell. That'll give you notifications of future videos. And don't forget to check out my other channel. It's called Just a Bit Outside. You type in Just a Bit Outside channel, that'll take you to it. We've got great other videos. A lot of them are history videos that are more international in nature. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. Fair winds and following seas.
Just a bit outside.